I'm a PE teacher at a primary school. To be totally honest, I didn't really have much choice. It's probably the only qualification I've actually got. When I did my apprenticeship at Cov, I got my coaching badges, so I wasn't really left with much else.
Okay, right then guys, into pairs, off we go.
My hours are fairly good because I'm self-employed and it's my own kind of coaching company. If I need to finish work to come to football, I can do it. It's in my own control.
Pass, well done. Touch, well done.
I didn't really know what to expect with part-time, so I had no expectations, so it couldn't really fail me. When I first started, I thought, I was tired from work, I had to come to training. I was tired, but you get used to it and it is what it is. When I was released by Coventry, didn't really know what to do, didn't know what else was out there realistically at the time. At 18 you don't quite realise that there's still a lot out there for you, so at the minute I'm quite happy playing part-time and doing what I do now. I didn't think it was over. I actually thought that it would be relatively easy to drop in to a League 1, League 2 club maybe, but then reality hits home and you realise there's a lot of competition. You do well to get into the conference really. When I was 18 and I made my Conference North debut for Hinckley, and my first game I tried to get the ball off the goalkeeper, and the manager at the time said, "You do that again, I'll break your legs. You'll never play football again." So you soon have to pick up that non-league is it's a lot of channel ball, it's tough, it's hard. You have to grow up fast. Whereas academy you're taught to be nice and pretty, and it just don't happen in non-league. At the end of the day, you're there to play a game of football, whether it's professionally non-league. You just try and do as well as you can, and that's it really.
I work full time. I work for a plumbing and building merchants called John Nichols. They're based in Banbury. I'm a sales rep for my area, which is Rugby and Warwickshire, and I've been with that company for about 5 years. My job role is to bring sales into sales and new business and business development into the company as a whole, which is the plumbing side of the business, light side. It's something that I like to think I'm pretty good at. It's a job that I do really enjoy. That's my bread and butter, so to speak. So that takes up my daytime. I wouldn't let anything get in the way of that because I've got children to feed and a mortgage to pay. That will always be my priority. However, my release from that is of course my football. It's a very difficult balancing act, but you know what you're taking on when you get involved in semi-professional football. So to me it's the norm.
Nice and sharp through the poles. Come inside your defender. Winty, good ball in. Touch finish. Straight inside, yeah? Yeah. When you've had your shot, listen, recover. Get yourself back into your mannequin. Receive again. Go back for the mannequin or not? Yep, back to your mannequin. Go!
Well, I'm assistant manager here, assisting Paul Holleran in his managerial duties. It basically includes taking the training sessions, going to watch games, outside of training schedule and game schedule, and basically just being Paul's right-hand man.
Go, Winty. Yeah. Go again. Got that? We always go to the right. Always go to the right. Listen. Good quality. Got to communicate. Go. Touch. Heads up. Right. Hold it there. Listen. It won't work unless we get the quality right from the service. Let's go. Turn. Face it to the right. Good. Turn. Got to be sharper. Come on. Right. Bill out.
We train twice a week. We train on a Tuesday night and a Thursday night. You've got to be mindful of the fact that these boys, obviously, or the majority of these boys we've got, they work full time. You have to bear that in mind, that when the boys have done a long day at work, you've got to make sure that the sessions is, to stimulate them, as well as working hard. But they've got to be able to enjoy it. So it's a very fine line. You don't want to be coming here just to have the socks ran off you. The lads, it's paramount that the boys do work hard, but it's also, a fine line between working hard and enjoying their passion really.
Yeah, get your mannequin, get there. Good. Balls in again. You're going again.
My dream as a kid obviously was to be a full-time footballer, and unfortunately it as many kids find out, they get to the stage where they get to 16 maybe, or 18 or 19 or 20 in my case, and it didn't quite work out for me. So you know, the next step really is to, if you really do love the game and you feel that you're good enough, you just have to drop down into non-league and you know, try and carve out a decent non-league career. I'd like to think that I had a pretty decent career. I played lots and lots of games and won a couple of things here and there, and played for some decent clubs and some good managers. And you know, like I said, it wasn't a choice of mine to go and play non-league, but you know, I love the game so much, as you can probably tell. I've got a lot of passion for it, and it was just the next step for me.
Great touch, Luke. Great ball, Luke. Still like this.
I'm a electrical maintenance engineer. I'll get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, get ready for work, get to work, start for 7. Have a day at work, enjoying myself as usual, and then I get ready for football. It's tiring. When I get home at 11 at night sometimes, it's takes its toll on you, but it's stuff we have to do.
Hey, we look ridiculous. Leave the balls where they are. Leave the balls where they are, Danny. Round you go.
Go, goodness!
Put the half pace, quick laps, yeah?
Yeah.
You can go to the gym and stuff like that, but it's not the same really, I don't think. You get a lot more out of football. There is a few lads that I've played with in the past that don't work, and it's hard to grasp how they do it. Like, we're going to work and they're coming to training fresh. Like, there is a difference. Like, people will be grafting all day and come to training, and obviously some people have bad days and they're tired and stuff, whereas other lads will come and they've been in the house all day relaxing and they feel fresh for training. So there's a difference in that. I work a shift 7 till 3 every day. I didn't see myself doing this, but didn't fancy university or carrying on my studies and wanted to get a trade behind me, and that was the thing that caught my eye and I just took to it really. If you make it into the professional game, the rewards are a lot greater, and that's what everyone aspires. If you're not good enough, you're not going to get paid the money. It's the same in everything. I wish I didn't have to work, to be honest. I'd love to play football for a living. The money isn't as good as the professional game, but you can still make good money out of it. I signed here last year, looking forward to the season. By the end of the season, I've been made captain and I've come on a lot, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. You don't hear a lot of negativity here, and when you hear someone chanting your name, it is a really big boost for you, to be honest. Stupid moment for me. I've scored, we're 1-0 up, cruising, we're massively on top in the game against the team that's been top of the league all season. Out of nothing, 2 errors from our players, and we've just 2-1 down going into half time. I am passionate, I do get frustrated and I do want to win. That's my attitude, and I've pushed the lad to get the ball back, tried to jump over him, and I have caught him with my studs. 5 games out and it's basically ripped my heart out, to be honest.
I'm press officer. Been press officer since 2008, I think it was. David Hooker, he was the chairman here before. He handed the reins over to me during 2008, and I've been doing it ever since. I do reports for the non-league football paper and the Sunday Mercury. Sometimes do live reports on the radio as well.
Don't think there'll be any room left, mate. Sorry.
I had no idea there was even a football team in the town. Discovered them through watching Hinckley United and finding a fanzine in their club shop. It's not an excuse, if you like, it's a reason. As soon as I discovered my hometown had a football team, that was it for me. It's like, I've got this is my football and identity, I've got a reason to support this team. You do get a bit despondent. I know I have to go to work on Saturday nights, and sometimes I'll be walking around chuffing cages around thinking, why am I doing this? But it doesn't happen very often, I've got to be honest. I suppose in one way it's a sense of pride because it's my hometown. They've done quite a lot over the last 14, 15 seasons. It's just a shame that more people in the town aren't aware of it, really. Non-league games, you can go where you like. Go and stand where you like, talk to who you like. The players are a lot more approachable. You're detached from everything going to watch professional teams, I think. There's always been a lot of shouting from down below that the FA should be filtering money down to sort of help grassroots football, but it doesn't ever seem to happen, does it? So I've made so many friends, over the last 14 years. The people that I see here on match days, they're all my best friends. It probably sounds a bit sad to say it, really, but it's true. I've built up relationships with people over the last 14 years. It's like an extended family, if you like. It doesn't matter whether we win or lose. I just love the place.
Well, I started following the breaks when I was about 7. My uncle, who was involved with the club at that time, used to bring me up. My earliest memories travelling on the team coach to away matches with them on Saturdays. At 17, I became General Secretary and then Treasurer of the AP Leamington Supporters Club, and about 14 years ago became Treasurer of the current Vice President's Club. I was asked onto the Board of Directors in 2012. My official role is Facilities Director. Probably the majority of my time is taking up keeping the club's accounts up to date, though, making sure all the suppliers are paid on time, submitting weekly payroll, VAT, etc. To update the club's website. I look after stadium issues and the general day-to-day running of the site. It's all voluntary. None of the directors are paid a salary, so it's all for the love of the club. But I followed Leamington all my life. It's that's the football club I support, and I'm happy to be involved. I'll do this side. Obviously the budgets of non-league clubs are on a different level to the big boys of the Football League. We have lost players because other clubs have higher budgets, and that's a shame. Certainly in the last few years, I believe players have enjoyed playing for Leamington. They enjoy the following and the banter that they have with the fans and the support that they get. But at the end of the day, they have family lives. They have to make ends meet, and if somebody comes along who wants to pay sometimes twice, even 3 times what we've been paying, then it's just unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
Right, we've got to start on the front foot here. Every single one of you, your little battle, your little area, first balls, second balls, seeing danger, anticipating, landing on things, making good decisions, the right decisions. Yeah, that's what football's all about. Good players make the right decisions. Knowing when you can play, knowing it's got to be hooked on. But the biggest thing about today is starting with a good tempo. The first 20 minutes, we have got to be on the front foot, right? We've got to be around the pitch, first balls, second balls, into good areas, and squeezing up the pitch. That's where we need to be. Now, come on! Come on, be brave with our boys, eh? Braver on the ball, eh? Come on, come on, son. Dig in! Come on! Pop the mark! Win your battles, eh? Come on then, come on then. Win your battles! Let's be at it! 1-1! Yes, Johnny, come on, son. Come on, Chilly. Come on, son. Come on, Jack. Yeah, come on! Edit, kick it. Clear your lines. Come on, Jacko. Get right at it. Come on. Come on, lads. Come on. Connor. Be in control. Be in control. Yeah. Be in control of your emotions. Make the right decisions. Yeah. Make the right decisions all over the pitch. Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
Let's get into it! Come on, lads! Keep working!
Box in the box here!